Hi guys, Tempest here. This time we'll be reviewing Format Library's Moralltach Monthly 37 Top 8 match. The tournament took place in April of 2025, had 65 registered players, 7 rounds of Swiss with a top 8 top cut. This time I was playing Spirit Control deck, a personal brew of mine. I won the previous Moralltach Monthly, so I was hoping I'd be successful in defending my title. We're playing against Eleinad 12 and his Mermails. Let's get to the match. We were successful at winning the rock, paper, scissors, so we'll go first. Eleinad opened rather poorly, but not as poor as we did, not that it's a competition. We can't really do much here. We decide to set trap stun and hope he gets to Abyss Sphere. That way he'll be activating Abyss Sphere at the end of main phase. We'll chain trap stun. He won't be able to summon anything off of it. And it also won't leave the field, so he won't be able to use spells for the rest of the duel. Against this hand exactly, top deck Abyss Sphere would be great for both of us. We'll see what Upstart Goblin gets them. Dragoons and a Mulling Glacial. Lol. Yeah, it's not what the opponent was hoping for, but it's still not previously mentioned Abyss Sphere. We were basically both hoping for the same top deck. He will set controller because he knows we know he's playing Mermail, so we won't just blindly attack. If controller will survive, he'll be able to make Gungnir or Black Rose Dragon, which isn't really much, or he will use his mind control on something of ours to use as extra deck fodder. With this, he passes and the play is back to us. Okay, Mandragora actually means we can make plays here. We can use Foolish Burial to dump Zephyros, special summon Mandra, bounce Mandra, summon Zephyros, normal summon Mandra, and make Dweller or King of Feral Imps. But yeah, I think it's correct to just not do anything. We should wait if it's actually Linde, and if we were to make something like King of Feral Imps, we should at least take something down with it. There's also not much use in using Foolish Burial to provide the opponent any knowledge whatsoever what we have in hand, and setting MST is also not necessary because we also want Tragedia as big as possible. Also, if we don't use Burial and send Zephyros, the opponent won't feel as threatened. Okay, so another surcharge for Eleinad. When this game will get going, it will really get going. He simply passes. We top deck Maxi, which is it doesn't do anything unless opponent starts playing. We can either use set MST or make the rank 4 play or use Foolish Burial here. Setting MST is probably best, correct? And he finally top decks something. So now he has Deus. He will surely discard Goons to progress his game state. Yeah, Dragoons really does pair wonderfully with Deus now. We'll probably have to use, yeah, we use Maxi because we really need to get our deck going. So even a 1-for-1 draw is okay at this point. He thinks about the position. Another trap stun. So now he'll probably add Pike and Marksman. Yes, he will use Spike and newly added Marksman to clear our newly set card and attack for 1600. We will use Tragedia now, why not? If he wants to clear Tragedia, he will have to commit to an XYZ, meaning we will get to draw another card. He has Mind Control, and he will copy Dragoons. He just discarded and make a rank 4, which is probably Lovable Chain. Yes, he will dump Tidal first, but probably won't make a rank 7 yet. It's not worth to give us even more draws. We summoned in the attack together because we also didn't fear Arc. The same reasoning as for Maxi. If he was to make Arc, for example, he would really need to overextend. Even I don't really know how he would even make Arc with Aqua Spirit or something. Okay, we drew 3 back row, but only one that is actually reactive, that actually protects. So we'll have to make some plays now. Probably the previously mentioned Foolish Burial with Mandra. Now, because he has more than one monster, we actually won't even have to normal summon Mandra, we'll just special summon it twice. Not that it matters. There really isn't any good play here. We could make Exiton and decide and nuke here. Even if he would have one less card, we could just blindly use Trap Stun, so we'd have one less card. The other options are Arc to take this chain and attack this card, probably. This way we'd have 3 Darks once again in graveyard, so that would be live. That's not bad. But we could also make King of Feral Imps, because that way we would tin our deck for 1 card for Kage, and any normal summonable level 4 would then get access to our rank 4 toolbox. But probably Exiton is the correct play here. We might have played a bit better with Exiton, but it really wouldn't have mattered. We might have been a bit blinded by this Trap Stun Abysphere interaction. So we add Kage, attack Laval Chain, and most likely set all 3. Overall, Exiton also represents a dark and a light in graveyard, so that's good. Summoning King of Feral Imps, now we'll have more than 3 darks, so Dark Armed will be dead. We could banish at 1 with, I don't know, Kami or something. So yeah, King surely wasn't the best play here. We really didn't want to lose this trap stand, but we should have destroyed it. Here we preemptively use Legacy to try our luck with possible Maxi on top deck. This way we'll also see what our top deck would be, so we'll know how to play with Book of Moon, if it's worth protecting King of Early Imps and such. And yeah, we still have no access to our rank 4 extra deck monsters. Undyne comes down. Marksman clears the old back row. Alucard will now try to bait another back row. We decide to use Book of Moon on him, which also telegraphs that we really wanted to use this Trapstone on Abysphere, which he did actually drew, but probably we should Book of Moon this Tidal, so he won't be able to make rank 7 and possibly won't overcome this King of Feral Imps. Now even Mulinglacia comes down, discards our Equalizer, Dad and Yamato no Kami. Tidal joins the onslaught. Yeah, very unfortunate series of events for us. We might have played a bit better, but as I said, probably wouldn't have mattered. And now he finally sets Abyssphere, which is too late for us. No lights in graveyard, so we'll just scoop. We try our luck with possible with game 2. And 3. Okay, this time it's a whole nother story, because we drew Aratama. Usually with Aratama, it's already won if you open it. We just normal summon him, add Nikki, and set 3 back row. That's it. Classic +1. Eleinad opened of mediocre. That definitely not terrible, but not that good. Also, yeah, I just remembered previous game we actually drew 4 out of 5 Nomis. Also 2 trap stuns, MST, just wow. Really horrible draws. He will normal summon Undyne, of course. We should, yeah, warning here. Because we'll be making some plays, most likely in the following turn, and we don't want him to develop anything. Also sending marksman, we don't like that, even though we have Crow, but it's with this hand, not even Nikitama and Aratama can't even clear Undyne, so warning is for sure the correct play. Now we sided out creature swaps, I think, because Leo isn't that big of a threat, so we don't really need creature swaps to out it. Also, he often has set Linde, which is level 3, floats upon destruction, so it really isn't all that good against Mermail. Meaning we don't have any reason to wait with the legacy of Yatagarasu. We also want to see to check for an extender and to see what our place will be. No luck for us regarding extenders. But we'll get another chance to fetch an extender with this upstart goblin with extra steps. So we summon Nikki, dump another one, and draw off of it. Yeah, still nothing. So Aratama, adding third Nikitama. Aratama still has 2 more searches, 2 Yamato no Kamis, so we want XYZ here. We also will end still on 6 cards, will be protected by Bottomless, Crow, Tragedia, and Maxi, so nothing really can OTK us. We'll just do 1600, and with this Yatagarasu, Maxi, and draw step, we should get some extenders. Yeah, we pass with 6 in hand. Advantage-wise, it really isn't looking good for Eleinad, so he'll maybe try to make Leo here. He shows Theos and will Maxi here, because why not? Also, he discards Linda, which is good for us. Um, Summoning in defense, yeah, that's fine. Um, but he doesn't want to give us another draw, so he doesn't make Leo. Um, yeah, well, it might be debatable what was the best play here, but we really could take care of Leo with Tragedia, who would have 3600 attack, if not more actually, with Legacy of Yatagarasu 4200. Yeah, this Maxi really discouraged him to make any plays. He also knows that we play Rhapsody, so it's really easy for spirits to run over Leo. Somehow still no extender. We'll make the usual double normal summon at Kami finally. We'll summon him. Probably will make a Dweller. Get another draw off of Nikitama. Um, we attack with Dweller because he doesn't play Osha, so nothing has over 1600 defense. Yamato crashes into Teos, so Tragedia can trigger and clear the last monster. Had we had a level 6 in graveyard, we could also make some Ptolemy plays. We could add back Maxi, for example, but leaving Tragedia with 3000 attack should be is fine as well. Eleinad will now have to use his soul charges, probably. He targets those two. Um, hmm. That is still the correct play, even though when he'll make Black Rose with Pike and Controller, we will of course chain Abyss Dweller if we don't have anything else to prevent this. This way, Linde wouldn't actually float, but if we were to prevent Black Rose, Linde will stay, although it would still be negated by Dweller, but still it's a body he now needs. So summoning Linde is correct. We don't even care that much to crow anything here with double Fiendish and Bottomless and 5 cards in hand. We'll Fiendish Black Rose. He sets Warning. We'll use Dweller preemptively. Now we'll summon Kami, who checks this warning by itself, so he almost has to use it on Kami. Yeah, and with a light and a dark in graveyard, and BLS is just game, so we just show it to him, and he scoops. He didn't open well, but we also drew weirdly for quite some turns. But in my opinion, it was a really cool showcase of what opening Aratama does, even against a top contender, top meta threat. We'll see where game 3 gets us. Oof, another weird hand for Eleinad. He now probably will make Leo. Rather than discard than summon Pike and discard the every big Mermail to get to Undyne. He'll do that next turn maybe. Um, Okay, here we already have an out for Leo, which is just dropping Tragedia and attacking over it with 3600. We also have Book of Moon and Findish who also take care of Leo, not immediately, but they prevent him from being a threat. Here we think a bit if it's worth to just maybe set Legacy, but we decide that we'll deal with Leo in some other way. Maybe if you don't draw any darks, we'll banish Tragedia, we'll in main phase 2 Book of Moon him, and Thresher will run over him because he only has 1900 defense. Allure gets us to Crow, and between the two of them, Crow is of less value here. Yeah, we have to dig for Artama to at least do something. So no luck for us. After a hard think, we nonetheless think set all four of them, meaning we won't deal with Leo with Tragedia, but some other way. Pi comes down and discards Megalo, which we are really glad to see. He gets to Undyne for next turn. He now mistakenly attacks with Leo first, knowing we play Tragedia. Okay, so firstly we use one of two Legacy Viatagarasus, so we know what to plan for next turn. That is correct to do. Kage gets us nowhere almost. So here the option would be to take 3100 damage, drop Tragedia and attack with 1200, and he would probably see that where this is going, that we have another legacy, so he might not attack. But if he did, we would activate another legacy on attack declaration, and Tragedia will get boosted to 1800. He would then clear Pike. In main phase 2, we would book Leo, and when we draw for turn, we'd get Tragedia would get to 2400 and attack over set Leo. But it's still safer to just use Legacy now, and we can also Findish Leo. So in a separate chain, use this another Legacy, and we will still probably drop. Yeah, we'll drop Tragedia here for sure. Breakthrough skill would be yeah, not that good for us, so we rather summon him in defense. He sets Sphere. Yeah, that Sphere Trapstamp play interaction really didn't go through in, I don't think it came in any of my matches in this tournament. In main phase 2, we Fiendish chain rather than book, because now we can easily arc this Leo. Mandra is a very good top deck. I mean, Nikitama would be a lot better. Also, yeah, summoning this Tragedia here prevents us from summoning Treasure, because we'll always have a body on the field, on our side of the field. Even if he clears our rank 4, Aratama will still be clogging the board, so this was also a bit risky, let's say. But we'll for sure use Photon Treasure in the following turns. Mandragora is a good top deck because this way we'll have a level 4 in our graveyard. for Tragedia to copy without using Aratama as X material first. Yeah, as I said, Nikitama would be a better top deck, but you really mustn't look a gift horse in the mouth. So first comes Mandra, then Aratama with Kage. Now we add Nikitama, which we could keep for next turn play, but it's also a good play to use it for Tragedia's effect. So we discarded it immediately for this +2 play. Nikitama also gets us a draw. On a fun note, side note, if we had another Tragedia, we could actually take control of this Leo with Tragedia. So anyway, we make probably Arc first. He doesn't bottomless him because he knows we play Rhapsody as we said before and can clear him easily. Also, it's finished, so it's not that useful. With these guys, we first attack, and in main phase 2, we'll summon rank force as needed. Here we could maxi for to get a +1 off of Linda, but we should keep this maxi for his follow-up play because he will have to use Soul Charge now if he has it. Also, we will probably make Dweller with these two with 2200 attack, also boosting arc. So we'd only actually get one draw off of a sphere. So we let it summon. We don't attack because none of these guys can actually clear, for example, Teos in defense. We simply make Dweller, who gets bottomless, so his next turn place will easily go through. We chain Dweller. Linda won't get to summon anything. Aratama comes back to hand, and with Maxi, we are in a somehow good spot. Somewhat good spot, sorry. Basically, yeah, the only option here for him to come back is to use Soul Charge, and that's exactly when Maxi will come in handy. He draws Tails, so this might get ugly here. He goes for Goons, and he'll also be able to summon Tails and remove our last back row. He does exactly that. And we still don't use Maxi because we really need to keep it for Soul Charge. We discarded Nikitama, so we don't have a rank 4 play. So yeah, this board isn't threatening yet. That's why we must keep Maxi. We book Tails. We don't want rank 7s to get nasty. He adds Linda. He thinks a bit and uses Soul Charge for 3. We now Maxi. We draw Nikitama, which is perfect for us. He also makes Arc, so we get another draw. He arcs our Arc. He will add something with Guns. And he adds Infantry, which is very good on his behalf. With these 3, we could do almost kill here with Dark Arm Dragon to elaborate, we would summon Treasure, then Nikki, then Ara. Ara would add um, Yamato no Kami. We would detach Nikitama. We would make Lavalva chain with those two. Put Dark Arm Dragon on top deck, detach Nikitama. Nikitama would draw us top Dad, which is on top deck. We would summon Dad, pop 3. We would still have Kami, Dark Arm Dragon, Aratama, and Lavalval chain. But this Linde would summon Pike, who would discard infantry that would pop our Dark Arm Dragon. So that is not good for us. Overall, it's still probably better to make a Chaos Sorcerer play with Gauntlet Launcher, or rather even M7. We'll see what we will do. We had Kami and XYZ for chain. We put on top the Chaos Sorcerer. Yes, I think that is the better play here. Nikitama will draw us this sorcerer. We will summon him along with Kami. But first we will take care of this Linda. Now we make M7, who can take care of this Theos we know of. We could, if we didn't already have Maxi in hand, we could add it back. Now we will most likely add Chaos Sorcerer again. This means we will leave Arc because it's a body, just nothing that threatens us too much. But that also means our chain will die. So we won't be able to dump Zephyros to bounce Fiendish or something. But still, it's probably the best play we did here. Also, we could we will just have Chaos Sorcerer for next place. Ptolemy is light, Treasure is light. Yeah, Eleinad does the reasonable thing. He crashes Linda into chain. He will get to Pike, I guess. So we max C, although it will be just most likely 1-for-1. We really don't need this max C, and we want to draw something. So this will clear both our guys. And we'd also take some damage. He sets Sphere. Yeah, this Tragedia, if we would top deck it off of Maxi, we would actually win the game right there, because Aratama would add us third and last Nikitama. We would once again take the spike. It would be too much advantage. So here we have two options: either summon after Thrasher, we summon Aratama or Zephyros. And it's probably better to play it a bit slower. We know he has a controller in hand and Gunda. We know both of these cards. So we will most likely summon Zephyros, not Aratama yet. And we will bounce Fiendish Chain and summon Chaos Sorcerer. We could go for Aratama adding Kami, but we might have sided one Kami out. I'm not that sure. If we were to play another Kami, then summoning Aratama would probably be better, but we really want to have at least one back row, although we do have Tragedia, so we won't really die. We summon Emerald first, just as something that detaches. We also want to put relevant cards back to our deck, that being Maxi and Kage. We draw another Fiendish Chain, which is great. Now we banish a Light and a Dark for Chaos Sorcerer. We'll banish this Silent Honor Arc. And also Zephyros, yes. We could even return Chaos Sorcerer once more, summon him once more, attack for 3400, but it's not really worth it. Rather, we have two Fiendish Chains. We attack with both guys that can attack. And Eleinad doesn't use Sphere to protect his life points with Linda. He would rather use it on his own terms after seeing what he draws. Here he will summon Negated Pike, which still discards Gunda. Gunda will summon the big boy, Eleinad. He will now also summon Controller to make Black Rose, or yeah, Black Rose. And now he can clear a lot, actually. If we didn't have two Fiendish Chains, he also knows we have one. After thinking a bit, we decide that Chaos Sorcerer dying is necessary evil, so he will have to go. We also drop Tragedia here. He then attacks the Gusto Emerald, and we protect him because this is most likely the last turn, so we need to use Fiendishes for something. Big Eye will take Emerald, but we won't allow it once more, and that's game because we play two arcs. We just show one to him and he scoops. Okay, we still didn't know what his last card was, but yeah, there's not much we could do otherwise. Very well played from Eleinad. We both got some clumsy hands and we had to navigate through some difficult scenarios. Let me check the time. Yeah, 58-minute match again against Mermail. I think this was a beautiful match and I'm happy to have played it. We now progress to top 4, where Dennis the Benis with Karakuria Girgia awaits us. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye bye.